Hello, Mimi Makers. It is Thursday again. I hope that you are going to make it to our live video today so we can have a little bit of a chit chat about the fantastic things that are moving into the shop this week. I'll give everybody just a moment to be notified by wherever you're watching it, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. I know it sometimes takes a moment to get the notification, or maybe you're still shoveling snow. Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you here. Janice is here. I hope it's not as snowy where you are like it is here in Ottawa. I have to say, I was totally oblivious up until like yesterday morning. I didn't even I didn't even think to check that the weather could possibly be like, Canadian winter, because you get, your winter and then it stops and then you get another winter and then so yeah, that has happened. I was totally thinking that this was over for this year. I thought we were not going to get any more snow, and lo and behold, here it is. And it's so wet and so heavy. It was definitely a workout this morning, so some of you might still be working out. I mean, if you treat it that way, it's not that bad. It's a free workout, right? It's all about perception. Cool in BC, but definitely no snow. Well, I'm happy for you. No snow. Like, I feel like, it's not that I don't like the snow, but also we're kind of done with it now. There's no, like, the ski hills are closed, like everything's done. Let's just move on to spring. I'm ready for that. It's all melted in Kingston. It's still coming down here in Ottawa. Like, it has not stopped yet. So I'm ready for it to stop, and I'm ready for it to also melt again, because but then my kids are gonna come home all muddy. So we definitely need to still have some really good snow and splash pans. So if you haven't made any of those yet, here's your sign to update your kids' splash wardrobe, because it's going to be a muddy one. Anyhow, I'm so excited that so many of you made it. And if if you made it late, or if you're watching this recorded, still fine. You can still comment on this video. So if you have any questions as I go along through the goodies of the week, please just let me know. Just type them in there and I will do my best to answer them on the spot. I am going to start with linen today. One of my favorite summer fabrics. It's a fantastic one. It's a linen is everybody has to have like a pair of linen pants in their wardrobe. I know, linen wrinkles, but you do have to embrace that look. It's such a fantastic look. And absolutely love it. Like, it's allowed to be that. This one I think is also a really good one to start with if you're unsure what you're looking for. This is the Georgo Linen. We have had this before, and it was insanely popular. The entire collection was sold out, and they just redid the Georgo linens, and there's even one or two new colors in there. What's nice about the Georgo linen is that it's a cross-dyed linen, meaning that the weft, now I'm just looking to not say something wrong. Oh, I can't even tell which one it is. I think the warp threads are blue and the wefts are white, but you know what I mean. Like, one of them is one color and the other is another color, and it's in linen, an all night. So this is 100% linen. So linen is made from a flax fiber, which means that it's, because it is a very natural fiber, it is irregular. So this is an irregular linen fiber, so you get a little bit of that slub effect, and it's really, really nice. It also does hide some mistakes a little bit more. So this is definitely one of my favorites, is the Georgo, and the Georgo does come in a variety of colors, and as you can see, it is one of the drapier ones. So some linens are a little bit stiffer, but you do get that classic, linen kind of drape that really is more of like a bulgy drape, if you know what I mean. It's absolutely gorgeous. So this, even for a shirt, like a button up or button down shirt for anyone, really is really nice. I think my husband would look fantastic in this, in a button up shirt. So this is the classic navy blue with the white. So they all have the white cross-dyed, except for the black. The black is all black. Then this is the new color that's come in, which is incredibly close to the color of the year. So I guess that's why they did this. Yeah, this will look amazing in summer pants and dress and a top or a tunic. This is really, really fantastic for that because it's not too heavy but not too light. So this is not a sheer fabric. So this is the coral with the white, and I absolutely adore it. And I'm going to show you one more color, even though there's like 5 or 6 more than the ones that I'm showing you. I think this one is the one that I made pants out of a couple of years ago, which I now have to remake because I wore them so much. I wore right through them. They were absolutely my favorite. So this is the mint, and there's also a fuchsia, there's a black, there's now I don't remember all the colors, but there's a whole bunch of colors. The orange, it's called coral, so it's an orange coral. I wouldn't say that it's orange like the fruit orange. It does have more of a warm undertone to it. So it doesn't look like the fruit orange, but it is an orangey coral. Does that help, Catherine? This is, it's really nice. So it's not like, maybe I can have a comparison of a different orange. Do I have anything else that's orange? Here. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm gonna show you this print. So, this print that I'm showing you later. So this is the orange, and then this one has more of a red, like more of like a blood orange or a grapefruit kind of color. Does that help? It's hard to see. Yes, I know on the monitor it's always hard to see, but I think the comparison helps. So this is like a true orange of the fruit, and this is what this fabric looks like. Style arc, the bob pants would be perfect. They would be, Jane. That would be a really nice one. Then there's 3 more linens that I want to show you because they're all neutral colors, but they're 3 different types of linen. I have been asked for a neutral color, a natural color, and I didn't know which way to get. So I got 3 different ones. So depending on what you want to make, these 3 will be great options. So number 1 is like the natural all white. So this one is a little bit on the sheer side. So this is the lightest of the linens, and it will still be absolutely fantastic for a dress or a shirt. But you can see, can you see, like you can see through it a little bit. So if you made a top out of this, a blouse, if you wear something that matches your skin tone underneath, you will be fine. If you want to make a dress, I would consider lining it at the bottom, but it's really, so this is the lightest of the linens with 115 GSM. So again, depending on what you want to make, this is a really, really nice white linen, and you could line it with a viscose challis. And I've been asked that before, and then somebody said, oh, well, I don't want to mix my natural fiber and then put a synthetic fiber. So challis or viscose is not considered a synthetic fiber. It is a man-made fiber, but it is made from natural materials. So it's not like the linen where you take the flax plant and then you, whatever they do, like to brush it and to make it into a thread, which is completely natural, or wool or cotton. It's still made, it's made from wood pulp. So viscose is made from wood pulp. So they take the wood chips and they have to like make it into pulp, and then through a process that turns into a thread. But still the base of the fiber is still natural. It's just not considered a natural fiber because you can't just take it and spin it and use it. I hope that makes sense. But the material itself is very breathable. It's really nice on the skin. It's not like polyester. I hope that helps. If that was unclear. So linen number 1, and this linen is called Emilio. So Emilio is the lightest of them in the natural. Then I'm going to go straight to the heaviest, and like that whole bolt already weighs so much more. This is Fabrizio, and Fabrizio is 230 GSM. So this has double the weight of Emilio. Definitely not sheer, great bottom weight. This is a fantastic bottom weight if you want to make a tailored pant that you want to have a really crisp look to it, or shorts. Shorts will be really great out of this. And even I could even see like a nice summer casual blazer or fitted dress. So now Emilio is like, it's almost like an oatmeal. Oops, my camera needs to focus on me again. It's all blurred. There you go. Emilio is almost like an oatmeal color. And again, it's heavier. I would even really like that for a pillowcase. I think that would look really, really elevated. But really a pant, like the Mitchell pant would be really nice, or the shorts by Closet Core, or as I said, like a blazer or a something that you want more crispness to it. This is the perfect linen for it. Absolutely not sheer. Or a skirt, as I see Stephanie's name pop up because she just recently made this beautiful corduroy skirt. This would be really nice for a skirt as well. Not a drapey skirt, but more like a fitted skirt would be really beautiful in this. And now we have the midweight. This one in the neutral color is more of it's almost like a pebble color. It's in between a gray and a beige, so it's like a grayish. And this is a stonewashed linen. So the stonewashed linen is exactly what the name suggests that it is. They make the fabric and then they put some rocks in a big tumbler with the fabric, and then they just take it through the wringer, and that really, really softens up that fiber and gives it that really nice look and texture. You can see that, or you might not be able to see, but it has more of a surface texture to it. Of course, you can't see that now. I did try to take some macro pictures, so if you look in the picture, you should be able to see that it has a bit of a surface texture. And this, like when you look at the drape of this, this has a really, really out of for like 100% linen, which, yeah, just making sure I'm not lying. For 100% linen, like if you touch this, it's really hard to believe that it is 100% linen. So this would be the softest of the 100% linens that you can get before you go into a linen viscose blend, where if you don't love the linen crinkle as much, but you love the linen look, then you can go for the blend. For the linen viscose blend, you'll get more drape and that softness of the viscose, but the look of the linen, it's a great compromise. I mean, I use both. It really depends on what it is, but this is a great option, the stonewashed linens, for if you want to stick with 100% linen fiber. I hope that helped you select what kind of linen person you are. I mean, I feel like if you're on the fence, just go for the Georgo. The Georgo is like the safe choice. And I do have some, I have some tips too. Do you want some extra tips on the linen, especially when you're sewing bottoms? Because I learned that the hard way, and I get asked that question a lot. So I'm going to say it anyway. So I hope that this helps someone. When you're sewing with linen, especially pants. So I don't know if it's just because of the size of my behind, but I feel like everybody will run into this eventually. So when I first made them, I wanted to have like minimal stitching on it, and silly me, I made these linen pants, and that's the reason why I don't have these anymore, is as you like sit down, there's a lot of stress on the back seam, and especially when you're sewing with a linen, it's like relatively loosely woven, especially the Georgo. And then when there's only one thread holding all of these things together, like they were kind of the threads on the fabric were kind of separating, and it looked funky. So that has nothing to do with your sewing machine or the way you stitch. It really only has to do with physics, basically, because there's one thread holding all of this together, and there's a lot of stress, at least on my butt, on that seam. So what I recommend is that you have to top stitch it. And no, you do not have to have a cover stitch for it. You can do it with your regular sewing machine. So after you're sewing that seam, especially the one in the back, when you close the the one in between the legs, take a twin needle, or even at least a single needle if that's what you have, and fold your seam allowance to the side and stitch it down with a straight stitch, because that will just give a little bit more stabilization to that seam so it does not fray out. So a single or double needle stitch will make all the difference for that. All right, next up, we're going to the knits. There are 4 fantastic jerseys that came in, and this color, so hard to show, but absolutely beautiful in real life. The background is a lilac, and then this is a really intense deep teal. So here it looks more like a blue, because I know that my screen does not like to display the you know, there's like, it's a little bit more green than it shows here. So this is absolutely fantastic. Like, look at the size of this print. It's so beautiful. And then you have all of these beautiful flowers. I think there's some chrysanthemum in there, and maybe some peonies. It could be a peony. And I think there's even some, I think these are cherry blossoms, even though cherry blossoms and these flowers are usually not blue or teal. But I really, really like this floral composition. It's a really nice large scale floral, which would be nice for a dress or a top. Really beautiful. So number one of the jerseys. And then number two are the hearts, because we can never have too many hearts. And this almost, and no, it's not a leopard, but because of the colors that they chose, it reminds me a little bit of a leopard. And I feel like that's why I was drawn to this so much. And I like the scale of the heart. I find that this scale of the heart works well for adults or children. It's just a really, really great size. And then you have all of these neutral colors, which also makes it easy to combine with other things. Like this goes great with a pink. See, I would just make like a nice basic tee for myself. The Jolie 20, is it 2805, 2905, which is back in stock, by the way, the basic tee that I kept making. I think that's all I would do, is just make like a nice basic tee out of this, and then just combine it with a summer berger vest that I will be making, because the vests are in this year. So I'm going to be making these out of denim soon. That's my plan. So like a little denim vest with this would be super cute. And again, this is a jersey, cotton jersey. And then we have the cherries. We haven't had cherries in a while, and this one is absolutely cute. Again, scale is totally on point. And here the berry colored cherries are printed in the color as is, and then the orange colored cherries are actually sparkly. Let's see if I can get you to see that. So all of the orange ones are sparkly. They have real sparkle on them. So if you haven't had sparkle yet, do make sure to not put the sparkle in the dryer, because the dryer does things to the glue that they use to adhere this. So I know that a lot of people don't like to hear that, but you are going to elongate the life of your sparkle or your metallics if you can just hang dry them. So we have this one in this color. What is your vest pattern? Oh, my vest pattern is the Berger vest by Atelier Skamit, which also came back in because we were sold out after I made this one and the white one. And there's different versions of this. The next one, I'm going to definitely put pockets on it. So they are back in stock though. Would the jersey hearts be suitable for a color blocked summer hoodie? That is a good question. So usually I personally don't use jersey a lot for hoodies, but if you don't mind, like if that is generally a weight that you enjoy for your summer hoodies, then I don't see why not. Because usually for the hoodies, I use something a little bit heavier, but I would use it for, I mean, I do think, like now that I'm thinking of it, I think is it still called a hoodie when it's like a raglan shirt with a hood, but it's made out of a t-shirt material? I always thought the hoodie was like the sweatshirt ones, but so that, like, it depends. So that is the answer. It depends. It's going to be a lighter weight. So this is a t-shirt weight, and it's going to be more drapey than a sweatshirt. Like a sweatshirt fabric, you can see like it's like a little bit more boxy, whereas the t-shirt weight fabric will be a little bit looser. So I guess for a summer hoodie, you can absolutely use that. I don't see why not. It's just a different look. That's a little girl spring dress right there. It absolutely is. And then you can make a matching one in this color, because I can never say no to cherries on black. I mean, it is a statement. The orange cherries really pop on this one. So the same thing, the berry colored ones are printed in their color, and then the orange ones are sparkly. So those were the jerseys for today. And then I have one more cotton collection that I want to show you just because it's very summery. It's the Fruit Loop collection by Moda. Well, not the entire collection, 4 of the prints. So 2 of the fruits. I love this one. It's so beautiful. So we have the citrus fruit, we have apples, we have melons, and then we have like the apple blossoms, cherry blossoms. They're all on there. And I'm like, I had so many things that were going through my head. It would make a really nice apron. It would make some really nice home decor items. It would make a really fun bag. It would make so many things, or like a shopping bag, or again, pillows. I would even make a shirt out of this. Like, I think I would totally rock that, or even a dress, or a little girl's dress with all of these for summer, for like a little photo shoot. Oh my God, that would be so cute. I have no little girls to sew for, unfortunately. And then the same print, but with a black background. Also absolutely gorgeous. And then there's 2 that are coordinating prints from the same collection. Now they have it's called Jikama. So the black, they're like little swirls. Oh, my camera doesn't like that. So this is the black on white that works well with this one. And then we have the light blue on white that works really well with this one. So these are those. Let's put that over there. And I will move on to the yarns. There's 2 new yarn collections that came in, and they're very summery, wonderful yarns. This is the SETAPURA collection, which is 100% silk yarn with a matte finish, and it's really, really wonderful. There's 8 colors. It's really, really soft. I know that you guys can't squish it through the screen, but I'm going to show you the patterns that you can get with this. Like, this is probably my favorite one, is this little pullover in SETAPURA, because I love the lace knitting. It's really not that hard. I promise it's not. So number 1, this one's done with the lilac color. Then there's this one, also really beautiful. I love that color. That's the tea green color in this pullover number 28. And then a really, a basic that everybody needs to have in their closet. It's just like a nice oversized boxy sweater, and it's super soft and drapey with the silk one. This is number 34. And then this top, which reminds me very much of the top that I made last year, which was a different pattern, but it's a really nice spaghetti strap top. And this one is made with the hot pink color. And then collection number 2 is the Campo collection, which I have in 11 colors. And this is a cotton viscose linen blend. So both of these have no animal hair in them. So if you're sensitive to animal hair, this is your call right here. Or if you just want something that's not so warm for the summer, then these are absolutely fantastic. So the Campo is a little bit thicker yarn, and you can see it has a really, really nice texture in the way that they twisted this yarn. And again, this is one of the Lana Grossa yarns, and I have some fantastic patterns for those as well. Number 1, I absolutely adore this. This is actually a crochet cardigan, and I wish I knew how to crochet better, but I get very confused when I have to count, I guess. So I really hope that somebody's going to pick this up, because this is so fantastic, this crochet cardigan. And then number 2, and this is probably what I'm going to make, is this top. And again, it's a very classic silhouette with like a little bit of a twist with these, with the little holes just running across. Holes. Like, it's like a little bit lacy in there. And then there's it's like almost the same, but not the same. And there's a sweater version of this also with this beautiful stripe pattern. So those are all of the patterns that will be available tomorrow for the knitting and yarn pattern yarn bundles of the week. I also have to say, oh my goodness, I need to breathe more often. This Saturday is our open house, Saturday, April 6th from 9:30 to 5 p.m. is our Mimifabrics open house. So if you are in the Ottawa area, definitely do come by and say hi. We, of course, will have some in-store specials. It is also Serger month. April is Serger month. And we have some really fantastic deals on all of our baby lock sergers and the cover stitch machine. You'll just have to maybe give us a call so we can give you all the details about it. You can find our phone number on our website. You definitely do not want to miss out on this. If you're thinking about that fantastic cover stitch machine, you definitely want to give me a call. Like as soon as I'm off of this video, just call me. We'll talk about it. You're going to need it. And you're probably going to want the binding attachment, which is really fantastic. If you've seen my videos lately, and I'll show it again, it is so easy to use. And I have struggled with binding attachments a lot on other machines, but this one it just works. It's fantastic. Anyhow, I thank you for being here this morning and taking the time to chat with me. It always makes me so happy. Again, if you come by this weekend or this week, I'll love to chat with you about whatever it is that you need inspiration for. If you can't come by, just shoot me an email or send me a message on Facebook Messenger. If you need any color advice on what you want to match with your fabrics or with your yarns or what you want as your next knitting project, I'm always here to help. So thank you so much. And I will see you next week. And all of these fabrics and yarns and patterns will be available to you tomorrow on Friday, April the 5th, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much.